squishy. Who's your squishy boy? Who's your squishy? Lay down. What's up, y'all? Thanks for checking in. Today I'm gonna be sharing my coming out experience. I wasn't out in high school at all. I dated a bunch of girls. I very much tried to keep up that persona of being straight and you know, everything that entailed. You know, you gotta date girls, you gotta, you know, play the part and stuff like that. And so I definitely did that, and I feel like I played up to it. Around senior year, I ended up meeting this kid who was gay, and everybody knew was gay, and I ended up hanging out with him a little bit, and he was actually my first gay experience. After that, I figured I'd be going off to a new school. I was going to be coming to University of Alabama, and I didn't want any secrets, and I didn't want to start off being anybody that I wasn't. And so I thought long and hard over the summer that I was gonna come to Alabama, and I was gonna be just out. Like, I didn't know anybody. I was just gonna be out, and everything was gonna be fine. So as the time was growing closer and closer, I was more excited. And then I wrote my mom a note explaining to her that I was gay. And before that, like, she'd come to me before that and asked me if I was. And at that time I was too young. I wasn't ready to really even come to terms with it. I didn't even, you know, really accept that I was. So I told her no, but over the summer I wrote her a note, and I kept the note for a good while. And one day I just got the balls and said, you know, I'm not gonna pussy out, and I put the note in her car, knowing she was gonna go to work and she'd see it, and it was sitting in her seat. And later that day, I was scared to check my phone. I wouldn't look at my phone, and was just nervous all day. I looked at my phone, and there was a message from her saying, your doctor's appointment is at like noon or something like that. But it didn't say anything else, it just said that. And so I was like, you know, shit, you know, I blew it. She's either didn't see it, which I don't know how she wouldn't, or she's really upset about it. When she picked me up outside the house, she was taking me to the doctor's appointment, and she brought it up and she said, you know, I read your note, and I'm glad you came out to me. I'm glad you decided to tell me. I already knew, and I'm happy for you, and I'm going to support you. And after that, she acted like she was a little bit nervous about it, and she didn't really want to speak about it too much. She just wanted to give me her support and tell me to be safe and things like that. We don't really talk about that too much. It's just not something that comes up, but I do know that she has my back and she supports me. I just think it's a little hard or awkward, or I don't know. I knew I didn't want to come out to my dad yet. My dad would be a different story. He's tougher. He's not as accepting, I don't think. I fully intended to just start school and start college, you know, completely fresh, and everybody know who I was. And when I got to school, the friends I started making, all my roommates, you know, I just pussied out, and I didn't tell anybody. I kept wanting to tell people, and like I would look for opportunities and moments to tell people, and when those came up, I just, you know, I just couldn't do it. And so I decided I'd stay in the closet a little bit longer. Around this time too, I started dating this dude who, he wasn't out either. It was a complicated situation all around, and I just wasn't comfortable coming out. And so I pushed that off, and I figured, you know, when I finished college, I'd leave college and I'd be a new person. I grew up in the military, so like we had our friends, and then we moved on and we made new friends. So my idea was that I'd move on and just have new friends that I didn't have to come out to. I'd already be out. During my sophomore year and junior year, I lived at these apartments, and there was a big courtyard, and everybody would take their dogs down. And I became friendly with some of the people who would take their dogs down, and we all would, you know, talk and stuff like that. And one night we decided to, you know, get some drinks going and, you know, really have a little party. There's this one girl who she was hitting on me a little bit, feeling on me a little bit, and I liked her. I thought she was cute. I thought she was cool, but you know, I just wasn't going that way, and I had a boyfriend, so I wasn't exactly into that. And there was this dude who was egging me on, like, dude, she wants you, go for it. I think at one moment I was really intoxicated, and I kind of whispered to her. I said, I'm not straight. I have a boyfriend. And I said that a little bit too loud. I didn't exactly whisper it, and everybody around us heard. We were sitting in a big circle, and everybody around me heard, and it kind of just spread from there. Everybody just kind of found out. I kind of just outed myself, I guess. Yeah, because I'm a dumbass. But no, I mean, it worked out. I consider those friends, all of those people I consider Group B. And Group A were all the people that I met freshman year and I was hanging out with separately from Group B. I was outed in Group A. There was this dude who didn't really like me from the get-go. We never really got along, and one night I was texting my boyfriend, and this dude, I guess I left my phone unlocked or something, and this dude went through my phone and he saw the text messages and he screenshotted all of them, and the next day he sent them to everybody. For like a week nobody was talking to me, nobody would really say anything to me. They'd say a couple words here and there, but everybody was really standoffish, and I was like, what's up? And so I met with my buddy, and I said, hey, what's up, like what's going on with everybody, what's the problem? And he said, yeah, this other guy, he sent screenshots of your text messages with your boyfriend to everybody, and so everybody knows. Shit, like these were the dudes that I wouldn't have told, and I would have gone all college without telling, because they weren't accepting. They didn't like that sort of thing. They weren't about it, and I wasn't friends with them on a deep level. Those were just those were my buddies, and I liked hanging out with them. One guy who still talks to me a little bit here and there, but he's still standoffish too. But for the most part, everybody stopped talking to me, and nobody was wanting to be around the gay guy. Or I guess if they hung out with me, they'd if they hung out with me, people think they're gay or something like that. I don't know, but I lost all them, and it sucked. In retrospect, I'm looking back, and those weren't even guys that I was ever really close with. I was never gonna be lifelong friends with them. And Group B, these people, they accepted me. I didn't, I wasn't really friends with them when I told them. So it's kind of like they knew from the get-go about me, and yeah, I mean, those are my people now. That's the people that I click with and the people that I hang out with now. I lost a lot of friends, but I gained a lot of friends, and a lot of really good friends that I can see, some of them being friends after college. And I don't know. All in all, though, I think coming out was better for me. I still haven't told my dad. I still haven't told my brother and sister or extended family. That's something that needs some thought process. Yeah, I can't just come out and say it to them, because they're all, Southern, religious, and it's just not cool. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But as of now, I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm out, and I'm happy to be out. I don't have to hide anymore, and I'm in a better place in general. I think everybody needs to consider that their own happiness is important than the persona that they try to give off to everybody. And that you can be a much happier person. I'm happier out of the closet than I was ever in the closet, so I think that says a lot.